Hi and welcome to Kodai. Today we're going to be doing an overview video where we're going to take a look at the hub and some of the main features within Kodai. So to get started, we'll open the bot. So normally you're going to have to put in your license key, however I've already placed mine in there. So the first thing you want to do when you open Kodai is check for updates. Mine's up to date. And then now we'll do sort of a demo of what the hub does. So you just click this button here, and it'll actually bring you to what we call the Kodai hub. So here we have the download for Kodai. If there's an upcoming release, it'll be populated here. Any important announcements about new releases or ticket systems, any change logs will be right here. Then we can go into releases. So Kodai comes with this calendar for each month where we put in all of the releases. If we select the 25th, for example, the Yeezy Shea's dropped, and we can see that it's got suggested setups for each website and when those websites are dropping. And here, each one of these that's enabled signifies a certain setting that you'll use in Kodai, which you can click here and see a brief description of each one of those settings. There's also the retail cost and the resale projections. So if you go to your account and go to analytics, this is where you'll see some of the information off recent purchases you've made, as well as purchases that you've made in the history of your use with Kodai. There's also a key renewal section where you can choose how often you want to renew and set up your payment there. And then management. So this is where your one-time Slack invitation will be stored. So when you first get Kodai, you'll be able to put your email in here and get an invite to our Slack server. This may change in the future depending on whether we move to another platform, but for now it's Slack. Additionally, your license is right here. You can show it, but I'm not going to do that right now. Unbinding will come in the future, and you can deactivate here or copy and paste. There's also a link to the FAQ or the FAQ. You can go to the FAQ for all kinds of information about Supreme, Adidas, Shopify, any kind of website. If you're not able to find anything that answers the question, then you can scroll to the bottom here and go to submit a request. And here you'll be able to put your email address, subject, description, and send a request to the support team. All right, so at this point, I'd like to go back into the bot and sort of show you a little bit of each tab here. So to get started, we'll go to the profile section. So within the profiles, when you want to create a new profile, you hit the plus sign here. You can give it any type of name. And then you can choose the country of your profile. And then you would fill in all this information. You can just fill out one side if your delivery and billing are the same, and then just tick this off and it'll copy it over. For the sake of time, I won't create one. I've got one pre-filled out here with a bunch of information. So then we'll go to the proxy section. So here you type in the name for your proxy list, and then you can paste in your proxies. I'll just put in a fake one right now. So you'd put in a full list of proxies here. You can save them. You can pull up a previous list, and you can test your proxies as well. So you would select your list and then put in the website that you want to test it on, or you can just select a specific store. So let's say Supreme. Obviously this one didn't work. It's not a real proxy. You can click the clear bad proxies, and this will clear any proxies within your list that didn't work. Now let's take a look at the CAPTCHA section. So first off, you're going to want to add one. So you hit the plus sign, name it whatever you'd like. And then you can put a proxy in here that the CAPTCHA will connect to through. And then you'll log into your account normally. And once that's successful, you can X out. So if you want to run YouTube videos, you can click the YouTube button and just run a video in the background to generate some activity. Or you can hit the test button. This would test for 1 clicks. So right here it says that it's in perfect shape, which means it's a pretty good Gmail. And then when you're ready to use your Gmail, you just hit this button here, and then you click which site you're going to want to use it for, what the captchas are going to go for. So let's say you're running for Easy Supply, just click Easy Supply, open Solver, and it'll be set up right there. You also want to make sure that you have auto click on, and you want to set your default. So normally it'll come like this where it says no default server. You want to select the name of your CAPTCHA, and that way if you have a task that brings up a CAPTCHA and you haven't had a CAPTCHA open, it'll just go to your default, pull that window up, and ask for a CAPTCHA. So now we'll go into the settings section. So here you'll be able to input a Discord webhook, and you can choose what kind of information comes through. So I have it set to only send success and then include slot information, so I can see which card and which email was used for that task. You usually want to have this enabled, so this is automatically report program errors. This really helps the Kodai development team. And then also you want to set your preferred sizing. So the way preferred sizing works is you can input a whole range of sizes, and then if you unclick this, so it's going to go in order. So first it will look for 6.5, that's out of stock, then 5.5, and so on. Or you can click random sizing, and then it'll just pick a size at random out of these. So next we'll look at the store specific settings. So you want to always enable avoid in-store shipping option. And then also there's a few other options here. So if you have like a shared Discord and that's where you have your success output to, you can set like a Shopify export, or let's say like a cart export to go to a different URL so that people can't snag it from you. Additionally, in this section we have the shipping manager. So this is where you can set up your quick shipping or fast shipping rates. So for that, let me just pull up my Chrome. So I'll show you how we set it up. So I pulled up a random shoe on DTLR. And so you would pick the store first. So in this case, we're doing DTLR. We'll do any profile is fine, and then we'll paste in that link. And then you can click save shipping rate. And so what it'll do is it'll go to that item and find the name of the shipping rate. Additionally, you can put a variant in here, or you can just, if you have a list of rates, you can paste the rate in and save it here. When you come to this section here, you can, let's say you have 100 profiles, you don't have to do them one by one. You can just click add all profiles and then save the changes. So if we go back to the settings page, the last section here is the PayPal section. So you'd click here to pre-log into your PayPal. This will open PayPal and you can sign in. Here you can see all the directions. So a window should have appeared. Please log into your PayPal account, and then you want to make sure that it's logged in right before any kind of a release that requires PayPal. So now we'll go into releases. I'm going to keep this very high level just so that you guys get an idea of what Kodai covers, but we'll go into depth into each store later on in separate videos. So Kodai works on Supreme across Supreme EU, Japan, and US. We've just added all US foot sites as well as Canada. And then if we look at EU, we cover many EU sites for Foot Locker and foot sites as well. And then if we look at Adidas, that's covered across many different countries, as well as Adidas US and Easy Supply. And then we have a whole host of Shopify sites that are covered, as well as custom Shopify stores in case one of the sites that you're interested in isn't listed here. And like I said, in additional videos, we're going to create separate ones looking at Shopify, Supreme, foot sites, and then Adidas and Easy Supply. So with that, I've covered all the main things within the bot. We also have some links to our Twitter page as well as the Kodai website. And I hope you enjoy utilizing Kodai for your botting needs, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.